Hi all, welcome to Crochet and Chardonnay. My name's Amy. This is my first video and hopefully a long list of videos. So bear with me as I kind of find my way in this world. First thing I'm going to do probably every episode is explain which wine I'm drinking. And tonight I am almost finished with a bottle of Made in Montana wine. For those of you who don't know, I'm in Montana. I love this wine. This one was suggested to me by my brother-in-law. I generally take his advice when it comes to wine because he has an amazing palate. Hooray, Yancy. This one is made in 10 Spoon Vineyard in Missoula, Montana. And this one in particular is a pear wine. It's called Howlin' Pear, and it's delicious. It was $14.99 for this bottle, which is pretty average for a bottle of wine. I'm not a connoisseur. I'm going to say that right now. Definitely don't know everything there is to know about wine. I know what I like, and mostly that's whites. I like sweet wines. I'm generally not afraid of reds. I will drink them because my mom is a fond of red. Fond of red. She could be a friend with her reds. I don't know. She likes the coffee dessert wines too. Those are her favorites. So maybe I'll have to have her on a show and have her bring some fancy coffee wine that she loves. But as for tonight, just the Howlin' Pear, and I love it. Nice and sweet, goes down smooth. It's like a pear juice, a little twist. I learned to crochet when I was 9. I taught myself to crochet on long car rides between Florida and Montana when I used to live in Florida and my parents would visit here. And when I was 12, we moved to Montana. So on those long car rides, I needed something to do. And my great-grandma tried to teach my mom how to crochet when she was pregnant with me. It never really stuck for my mom. She started a blanket. She still has not finished it. I'm 35. Needless to say, crochet wasn't her thing. But I must have learned by osmosis through the womb because crochet is my thing and I love it. And I can look at patterns and just pick them up, and I just know that was Grandma Ella implanting that in me in utero, I guess, through my mom. So what my Grandma Ella also did for my mom was crochet her and her cousin their garters for their wedding. And my sister, me, my sister-in-law, we've all used this garter at our weddings, and my cousins have used them. And now Audrey's getting married, and this one doesn't fit her just right, so I'm gonna crochet a standby, a spare garter for her. So I'm working with my size 10 lace weight yarn. This is very, very fine yarn, it's not difficult to work with, but it's not easy. It's not like a size 4 sport weight, or worsted weight. It's difficult because you're working on a tiny scale. And my tiny little bee hook is a little guy. I did some clay around the edge because the more I was working, I hold my crochet hook with, they call it the knife hold. There's a knife hold, and then there's the pencil hold. I don't know how anyone can crochet like this, but I think it sounds like a toddler. Child. I love my kids, but man, they are noisy. So, anyways, pardon any noise. He's supposed to be going back upstairs. I'm using my tiny bee hook that I did a crochet or a clay handle for. The more that I held the hook in my hand, it was really rubbing horribly right here, and it was starting to make my hand cramp in the back. But since I wasn't going to switch my hold and try and figure out how to do this with my long fingers, I decided to make this. It was super simple. I think I put it in the oven at 350 for like 10 minutes. It wasn't very long at all, and now it's hard. So all of my smaller hooks, I made a clay handle for, and maybe one day I'll be a big girl and I'll have a full set that all matches, and maybe somebody will have made it and it'll be really special. But for right now, I just have my boy hooks, and they are my favorite because I love the inline. I love my kids, I love my kids, I love my kids. I asked for 5 minutes to do this, and my 3-year-old doesn't get that. So, I mean, God bless him, he's 3, but still, he just wants to be where I am. Sometimes that makes it difficult, especially since I moved my crochet room down here. He's having a very hard time with me not sitting in my chair. And normally I would sit in my chair if I wasn't recording a video. So I'm just gonna try and get this one done quick so I don't upset or rock the boat with my 3-year-old. I'm really sorry. So I'll post a photo of the garter soon, maybe right here. This is what it looks like, and I am going to try and remember how I made the last one for another cousin. She wanted her own to keep, so I crocheted one for her that matched, and then my mom sewed the satin ribbon inside with the elastic. It's really simple stitch. There's like a cluster V on each side, and then in between it, every couple of clusters, there's a chain of about 9 in the center. So total, the garter is about 3 or 4 inches wide. It's actually a pretty good sized garter. This is not one for throwing. Nope, you get to keep this one. So this would be nice that she gets to put this in a shadow box and have this be part of her wedding memories. I'm so excited for her, so I was totally willing to do this for her. Without printing a photo of it, I'm trying to remember how I started it, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to crochet it because I have to look at the photo and it's on my phone, which I'm recording on. Oh, I didn't plan this very well. I'll try and post some more photos on the website too of this garter as it comes along. But as for the video, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that and talk. So until next time, thanks for tuning in.